What's happening, sports fans? We continue our coverage of high school sports in its current shutdown, lockdown, whatever you want to call it. But that means plenty of kids are willing to talk, do interviews, just like our next top recruit, Cole Colleran from Crest Academy. He is committed to go play at USD next year. So, man, how you doing?
Good. You know,
Little bored?
hanging out. Yeah, hanging out.
Yeah. A lot of mental reps right now.
Yeah.
Have you gone full blown? Like, are you just playing only the show right now? Or are you trying to like play exclusively baseball video games to keep that vibe going? Like, how are you handling the lack of baseball in your life?
I'm actually a big golf guy. So
Okay.
I'm playing the Tiger Woods golf. I'm not a big video game guy, but I fit that in. And then been working out too. Playing a lot of ping pong with my brother.
Ooh.
So that's been fun. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. We have a ping pong table here in the studio, and it has been my number one thing. Now, you are left-handed pitcher, so do you ping pong left-handed as well?
Yes, but I golf righty. So that's.
I feel like most golfers do that just out of necessity, though, because there aren't a ton of left-handed clubs for kids and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and my dad was a pro golfer, so he knew baseball. He knew I was going to play baseball, so he wanted to make it so it wouldn't impact my swing too much, Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does left-handed ping pong give you an advantage over everybody?
I think so, because I can get some crazy spin on there. The side spin, the top spin, back spin.
And it's something that a lot of people don't necessarily see. You can't practice against a ton of lefties. So you're talking about that spin. Are you full-blown, like, toss it up in the air, like Olympic level, slice it when you're serving? What's the serve? Are you a power serve guy? How do you win?
I try to hit the corners, get the finesse right on the edge where they can't return that, and then sometimes I hit them with that top spin where it takes the one hop and then the hard hop.
Ooh, okay. You're infinitely more mastery of this sport than I am.
Yeah.
Another sport that you have a ton of mastery of is baseball. Let's talk a little bit about your decision to commit to USD. Yeah. What was that choice like?
Well, so starting off, my first offer was from Nebraska, and they were really great. I went out there for a visit. The campus was incredible, and they were really nice. But then when USD came into the picture and some other SoCal schools, I realized that this is where I want to be. I mean, San Diego, you can't get any better than that. So, and then when I met the coaches, Coach Ungrich, Coach Floor, and Coach Hill, they were really nice. They've been really good to me, and the academics are great. So it was just a perfect fit.
I also, we talked to Christian Becerra yesterday, who's committed from Madison to go play at Cal State San Marcos. We've talked to Kai Stagerstrom, who's going to go play at San Diego State. It seems like, to backtrack a little bit, I've always said that San Diego is a baseball town, that it's our best high school sport, no matter what, Twitter or Instagram says. We have more good baseball players than anything else. But it also seems now like the local schools, regardless of power conference or top rankings or anything like that, are starting to win the recruiting battles. So when they were recruiting you, did they make any like stay home type of push, or was it just a natural fit? Like talk to us a little bit about that.
A little bit, yeah. And also I just knew that I can go home, like it's a 20-minute drive to home. So that's awesome. My parents can come to games, but they did say they want to keep it local, and they have. I think there's like 7 of our 8 guys that are SoCal commits, so that's really cool.
Yeah, it's certainly. I love to see it, because I think that there's so much talent here that why go elsewhere? Why not just stay local and have these be local programs? Pitching in college, hitting in college. Where are you headed? Because you are known more to us as a pitcher, but we just recently posted on our Instagram that you got wheels. You can swing the bat a little bit. And you can leg out triples. # pitchers are athletes too. But are you going to be? You're a left-handed pitcher. Are you going to be pitching in college? Is that going to be the primary focus?
Yeah, that'll definitely be the primary focus. I'm hoping I can hit a little bit, but pitching will be the primary.
I can share this with you. I can share this with everybody. As somebody that got converted to pitcher in college, my only time picking up a bat in 4 years, other than like occasional random BP sessions, was they put me in the on-deck circle and they said, you're going to bunt. And I was like, okay. So I got in the on-deck circle and I was taking swings, and Coach Savage looks at me and he goes, Pedersen, I said bunt. You don't swing when you bunt. Get on your knees and practice bunting. So I was there's a photo of me in the on deck circle squaring up a bunt. Thank God our catcher.
Nice, that's great.
Yeah, no, our catcher bounced one off the wall for a walk-off double. Thank goodness I didn't have to get involved in that one. So as a pitcher, though, kind of introduce your arsenal, your skill set, your mindset, what you hope to bring to USD baseball over the next couple years.
Yeah. Well, you just got to know each outing. It's a new outing. Got to compete, but you got to have the competition kind of eat off you. You own the game when you're out there. You're on the mound. It's you just throwing your catcher. So I like to think it's at times I'm a power pitcher, but at other times I'm working my off speed, and so I'm going to be going USD and I'm going to compete. I'm going to work hard and I'm going to give them everything I have.
So you kind of straddle the line. You said a little bit of power pitching, a little bit of the finesse. Yeah. If you had to say what your out pitch was, what do you enjoy the most of getting people out with?
Probably a curveball that they whiff is really fun.
Now, are you bringing the 12-6 straight hook? You got a little slurvy action to it. What's the?
Well, I got a slider too, so I've been working on the 12-6, which it's getting pretty good.
It's hard to master those.
Yeah, it is. It is, especially I'm kind of a 3/4 arm slot, maybe a little higher, so it's tough to get that 12-6 action. But
yeah, you got to have that
you gotta
have that Barry Zito straight over the top to get it to really fall like that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that we have already lost most of the really committed baseball people who are like 12-6. What are you guys talking about? But that's the kind of mindset that you see at that next level as kids really focus on it. We don't have high school baseball to talk about right now. Obviously, everything's a little bit in the murky gray zone. But I do want to ask you, you're playing at Canyon Crest. You guys are kind of in the midst of the group of death, I would say, with the Avocado West and all the teams that you have to play on a routine schedule every single year. So talk to us a little bit about, how much you've enjoyed the competition level here in San Diego and being able to play meaningful games, 30 games out of the year.
Yeah, it's great, especially because I know a lot of the guys on the other team, and I feel it's the best league in the county. Some people might not think that, but it's such a fun league. And also, so our guys, we work hard throughout the off season. And so we know it's going to be a tough league, but every year we're ready to go and we're ready to prove to people that we're here to stay and we're ready to send an impact to the other teams in this league.
So baseball players have a lot of downtime, especially if you're pitching one day, you're not necessarily pitching. I know you play a little bit of first base. They try and get you out there for other days, but it involves a fair amount of just sitting around, having time to talk. I would like to hear from you we have to keep it PG-13-ish, but there's always good sort of polite insulting. There's like a fine nuance of how you talk trash from a dugout to the other team, because football, you can get out there and kind of tackle someone, you can swear. Like they're not going to get upset at a lineman swearing at another lineman or, calling them names. But so I heard somebody from Bonita Vista a couple of weeks ago say the best one that I'd heard in a while, where he's like, he's your mom's favorite ball player. So there's good insults like that. Walk us through maybe some of the funner dugout chatter that you've ever heard or used yourself.
We use there's a couple of our guys on our team. I'll throw one out there. Ryan Fuchs, he's pretty crazy. So I know a lot of people say this one, but he throws it out there a lot. Is the give him a bucket? He's throwing up. I love that one. That one. Yeah,
I haven't heard that one. I like that. That. Okay, so Fuchs, maybe we need to get him on for this segment and just have him start a Twitter thread of most polite baseball insults possible to throw around.
Yeah,
it's a certain nuance, man. Another thing about baseball is seeds. Are you a seeds guy?
I like them at practice and when I'm not playing, but when I'm on the field.
Okay, obviously you're not in the middle. You're not in the middle of you're going into your windup, spit a bunch of seeds out. But this show, because we tend to not really talk about sports, we have had a long-standing fascination with we're kind of divided into two tribes on the seeds. Myself, Tommy, Noah, original or dill pickle. That's all we like. And then Bodie comes in with, he likes the salted caramel spits and all sorts of these crazy flavors. So, I mean, are you an equal opportunity seeds guy? Will you accept all, or are there certain flavors that you're more about?
Well, my coach only likes original, and I don't understand how he can think that, because I mean, black pepper is where it's at, right? Cracked pepper.
Oh, okay.
Spits.
Okay, the
Yeah.
cracked pepper spits. Very nice.
Very good. Yeah.
I was, like I said, I was the dill pickle guy, but I think I got that.
dill?
I got that mostly because no one else would chew it. So I was like, I didn't have to
Yeah.
give away my seeds, because there's nothing worse than showing up with that bag of like the barbecue ones, and everyone's like, "Ooh,
Oh,
let
I
me
was
get a
about to
handful of
say,
those."
Barbecue's underrated. There's some versions that are good, but I will say there are some that are really bad, but there's some that are good. I like
Yes,
them.
yes,
Yeah.
very, very much so.
Yeah.
So look, folks, a lot of talent here in San Diego, and we hope that everybody gets the chance to get back on the field as soon as humanly possible to get out there and have a little bit of the high school season left. But if it doesn't happen this year, you can for sure come check this kid out next year at USD. Let's close out with one final question. You know, with all this downtime, I know you mentioned that you're working out. Give us some other tips as to how to beat boredom.
Watching a lot of TV.
What are you watching?
I was watching some sumo wrestling this morning.
What?
Pretty fun.
Wait. How does one did you go out of your way to find sumo wrestling? How did you accidentally encounter? How do you end up watching sumo wrestling?
I was just scrolling through the channels, and then it came on, and there were some guys that are like 450. It was insane. It was in Japan.
That's
crazy.
nuts. Okay, so you're playing a little golf video games, you're watching sumo wrestling, and you're working out.
Yeah.
I want to see maybe when you come back on the first time you get behind a mountain, you ah.
Yeah, I could do that.
Do have that be your new signature move, and everyone's like, "What happened to that kid when he was locked in his house for 3 weeks?"
Yeah, that'd be good. What are you doing? How are you passing the time?
Okay, wait. Do I have sound effects over here? First kid to ever ask a question during an interview.
Yeah.
So I'm locked in the studio, basically, just producing content, playing video games. I bought the new Zelda Link's Awakening for my Nintendo Switch.
Nice.
And I have been reading Catch-22, a book that I've been meaning to get around to for quite a while.
There's a movie for that, right?
TV show on Hulu.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Hulu's now a sponsor. It's been a lot of boredom, but honestly though, this will be a good plug to just say thank you to everybody that's been sending in clips, like yourself, sending in that triple. That was a lot of fun. So it's been okay. But we're just hoping every single day that we hear some good news about health related stuff getting better and really fast, so we can get you guys back out there and get a lot of stuff going. Cole, go ahead.
I'm optimistic that we're going to get back out there this season, because I think all these seniors deserve to play a little more, and so I'm really hoping.
Well, I can say that in speaking with everybody that I've talked to at the state and local levels, the CIF is going to hold out until basically the government tells them you cannot do this.
Awesome.
So I know that the people, despite the somewhat vague press release yesterday from the state level, they want this to happen. They do not want to be the group that, I know the NCAA came out several weeks ago and just said, sorry, spring sports, you're done. I know that the CIF is taking an opposite approach of that and really wants to make sure that they wait up, even if it means no playoffs because of qualifications and stuff. They want to get at least some games back in to help
That would be awesome.
It would be amazing because you would get an official senior send off and having. I'm sure that there's a lot of kids right now who are not in your shoes being able to play that next level that are hoping that they haven't played their last game of their favorite sports. So, Cole, I appreciate the well wishes for San Diego and all that. So, hopefully we'll check in with you in a couple weeks in person at a game or something like that. If not, let's start a sumo wrestling podcast or something while we've got a ton of downtime.
Ping pong too. I gotta get in there. I gotta play you.
How about this? We'll digitally play for now, and then when we're allowed to congregate again in groups, you'll be the first person. I want all the smoke. Bring it all the ways. We'll play a best of 7 series.
Yeah, let's go.
Deal. Alrighty, folks, go ahead and check out everything that Cole is bringing on the mound. A little bit of the lefty heat, a little bit of the ping pong, and a little bit of the seeds. He's a great kid, worthy of your support. Thank you, USD, for keeping him local. Thank you, Cole, for being on the show. We'll talk to you soon, sports fans.